Hello friends, so today I am going to start how to create IAM policies. So we are going to create 3 custom IAM policies with specific permissions for EC2, S3 and the DynamoDB service, right? So first we are going to create IAM policy for the EC2, right? And the policies regarding the read access and the list access. Okay, so we have to first search here the IAM, right? So when you write the IAM, you will see the first on the service section, the IAM. So we have click here and it will be directed to the IAM page, right? So on the left side pane, if you see in the access management, we have the user group, users, role and policies and other, right? But today we are going to work on policies. So I have just clicked on the policies and right now I'm going to create first policy. So just click on that and just wait for like a minute. So it will, yeah, reload. So now you see we have the policy editor with the two options, visual and the JSON. Visual, if you want to provide any service, right, or any policy to the particular service with full, or I can say complete access. But right now, suppose we have only uh, like a few permissions want to give, or like a provide to the particular EC2. So for that, we have the JSON option where I have just copied all the I can say permissions which I want to provide this particular EC2 instance, right? So if you see here, we have the describe instance status. Like if I want to like describe the image, so I provided the EC2 describe image, right? If I want to create a snapshot on there, so I have provided the describe snapshot. So all these permissions which I want right now, so I have provided to it, right? Now we have to go the next page, right? Here we have the policy name. So for now, I have just provided the policy name EC2 list or read policy because here I am just access the read and the list policies for the EC2 instance, right? So the policy name should be, I can say like towards to the permissions which you want to give to your EC2 instance, right? So according to that, just make a relevant name. For the description, if you want to add description, so yes, you can, right? So let me copy description for it and paste it out here, right, to save our time. So we have the policy for EC2 read and write, read and list access, right? It will be optional if you want to do so. Yeah, it's not going to be any impact, but yeah, it's good practice to write the description to know about the policy, right? So if you see, we have allowed one of the 447 services. So this is the EC2, right? And this is the optional. So if you want to give any name, so yeah, you can do. But yeah, I'm like a leave it like a by default right now. So I'm just going to create a policy. So if you create here, so now the policy is created, and first just reload this page and let the policies loaded. And if you going to search your policy, now it will show here into the list. Okay, if you want to see what the permission, what the things are provided to it, right, you will see here. And you also see, okay, the access level is limited to the list. All right, so yeah, so we have created our first policy to the EC2 instance. Now again, let's do some more practice on the other like our services to create the policy. So now we are going to create a policy for the S3 where we are going to give the access, the list access, the tagging and the write access, right? That means the S3 bucket have 3 access with our policy. So if the policy which I am going to create right now. So if you provide to any S3 bucket or S3 service which you have created, so you have only these access on the particular bucket, right? So if you see, I'm only able to take the S3 list bucket, the list all my buckets, right? There's a get properties I have provided, like some put properties I have provided, right? So these are the some limited policies I can say access I want to give my any S3 service, right? Or I can say bucket. Okay, so now I'm going to put the next and it's required a name. Okay, so let me copy the name and paste here to save the time. So we have the S3 list tag write policy, right? The S3 bucket, you can do the list, you can do the tagging, you can do the write. Okay, and to be more specified what this policy doing, so we are going to provide the description as well. So you can see here the policy for S3 list tagging in the right access. And the last thing, we have to just create this policy, right? And if you see, we have created the policy, and I have just reload this page to let loaded the policies, and it's not showing here. So just reload again. So it will take a few seconds. Is this? Yeah. So by mistakenly, I have just copied. So this space is open with the copy, but not a problem. So now you will see your S3 bucket list tag type policy. Okay. And you also can see what's the JSON you have provided. If you want to edit it, yeah, okay, it's okay, right? So now we are going to do more about the IAM policy with the different service. It is a DynamoDB. So where we have the some limited permissions like a list access, read access, tagging access, and the write access. Okay, so just we have to like click here, or you also click here to get back to this page. Now we have the create policy, and again we learn about it. So we have to just put on the JSON, and you can see the DynamoDB. So list table, describe to live, right? And the describe backup and list backup, get item. So all these properties I have provided to DynamoDB, which I am going to perform in future, right? So this is the way you are going to like provide the permissions or the access through the like a policy, okay, to the particular I can say instance, or I can say the service. Okay, so now we have to go the next again, right? And we have the option for the policy name. Again, I have copied, right? And I have the policy for DynamoDB list tag and the this. So I have the description for it, right? And I provided it. Now I'm going to just create this policy, and you will see all the policy which you have created, it will show here, right? You can see here. So this is the way to create any IAM policy to or I can say for the any services which we want to perform any action in the future. Even if you are I can say DevOps developer, if you are like a AI practitioner, it doesn't matter. But yeah, this is the basic thing. Each and every cloud practitioner should know if they are if they are working, or it will working, or if they have worked, right? So you should know all about it. Okay, so let's meet into the next lecture with the roles, right? So thank you so much. Have a great day.